Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to explain methods of thread class. So what are the different methods? We'll come across multi-threading. Okay, so just write this heading methods of thread class. That first one is what start. So already I explained in so many previous video what's the use of word start. Okay, so start is present within what an inbuilt class with name thread. So within that there is one function with name what start. Within that already some developer has written so code for creating what new threads. Okay, at the end they are calling what run method. Run method is also present within what thread, but for that run there is no definition. Okay, and they are calling that one within a start. At the end of the start they are calling what run. That we can override within what our class, and we can write what our own code, and that will be executed by new thread. Once you call what start method, new thread will be got created, and that will going to execute what your run method. Okay, yeah, that's the use of what run as well as what start. Start to create new threads, and run uh, to make your new thread to execute some code. Okay, yeah. So start to create what new thread, and what's the use of what run? A run to make your thread to execute some code. Okay. So if you want a new thread to execute some code, that should be written within what run method. And next one is what sleep. So as the name indicates, we can make a thread to sleep for some time using what on method with name what sleep, and it will take what on parameter. That parameter will be there in milliseconds. Okay, sleep milliseconds. Suppose if I write a sleep 1000, yes, thread will going to sleep for what 1000 millisecond, and this method is what static. Static means this method is present within what one class with name what thread. Okay, the built-in class with name what thread. So if you want to use this particular sleep, there is no need of what creating an object. That is a meaning of what static method. Okay, you can directly call this method using name of the class. What's the name of the class? Thread. Okay, built-in class with name what thread. Within that there's a sleep. If you want to access what a sleep, you can call directly using what class name. There is no need of what creating object. Why? Because this method is what static. Okay, and this will going to throw some exception, therefore that should be written within a try and catch block. So join already I explained in the previous video. So next one is what get id. Each thread will going to have some id. If you want that id, you can use what on method with name what get id. Both sleep and join are what static, means there is no need of what creating an object. Directly you can use class name. So what is the class name? Class name is what thread. So already some developer has designed one class with name what thread, using which we can create what thread, and we can use all those functions, all these functions. Okay. So get id to get the id of each thread. Okay, get name. Each thread will going to have some name. By default it is starts from what thread 0. For the first thread it will going to give name as what thread 0. For second thread it will going to give name as what thread 1. And if you want, you can set what your own name. So by using button function what set name. Okay, so just write the side heading methods of thread class and write down all these functions with explanation. This one. So the next one is get priority. This one is what p. Get priority. Get priority. So by default each thread will going to have the priority 5. So that is the reason all the threads run in parallel. If you want, you can change what priority. So thread is having what highest priority, will going to execute what first. Okay, and priority range from the value what 1 to 10. Either you can use what integer value, or there are some built-in constants like min priority, norm priority, and max priority. So by default all the thread will going to have what norm priority, that is what 5. Okay, if you want, you can use these three constants, or you can specify some value between 1 to 10, 1 2 3 up to what 10. Okay, if you give what any other value other than what 10, or between 1 to 10, it will going to throw what error. Okay, and if there are two threads, if one thread is if you set the priority as for 10, and that will going to execute what in the beginning. Okay, you can change the order of execution just by setting the priority. So get priority, get the priority of the thread, and set priority we can change the priority of the thread. So either you can specify number between 1 to 10, or you can use these three constants. Okay, so is alive already explained. Just to check whether the thread is alive or dead, we can go with this particular function. If thread is what executing still running, it will going to return the value what true, otherwise it will going to return the value what false. Okay, yeah. So you want to copy these three functions. So along with this one, get priority, set priority is alive. Okay, so now after that you just copy this particular example program. So class th, this is the name of the class, extends what thread. So this is an inbuilt class from which we are inheriting. So run method. So whatever the code you write within the run method, that will be executed by new thread. So here we have just written a for loop, and here there's a try and catch block. Why? Because I'm using what sleep method. Sleep method will going to throw out exception. That's the reason we written within a try and catch block. Okay, so see, I'm using what class name. Why? Because this one is sleep is a static, and here I've specified about 1000 millisecond. Okay, so what will happen? It will going to print the value of what I. It will print what 0. First it will sleep for what 1000 milliseconds. Next it will going to print what 0. Again closing bracket, incrementation, condition is for true. Again before printing the next value, it will going to sleep for what 1000 milliseconds. Next it will print what 1. Okay, again incrementation, condition true. So again it will sleep for what 1000 milliseconds. Again it will going to print what 2. So before printing the each value, it will going to sleep for what 1000 milliseconds. That is the use of for sleep. Okay, so run, this will be executed by what new thread. So first copy this particular program from here to here. Okay, this is the end of what your for loop, this is the end of what your run, and this is the end of what your class th, that is inheriting from what inbuilt class with name what thread. Okay, so next you copy what this particular, there's one more class t methods. Okay, within which there's a public static void main. I'm just created a object of th, this was object of th. Okay, next first I'm using a id equal to, this will be printed what as it is, because within a double quote plus t1 dot. See, this is not a static, therefore we have to create object and then we have to call that one get id. See, just observe this one. So just compile that one and running that one. Okay, so id equal to 8 means id of a main thread. We will going to execute this one main thread, and that having the id what 8, that is got displayed here. Id equal to what 8. Okay, so what's the next line? Name of the thread. By default, what's the name? Thread 0. Why? Because this is the first thread. Okay, so second line it will going to print name of the thread within a double quote, that will be printed plus. Here you will get the value. What is that value? See, I got the output. What is that output? Name of the thread is thread 0. Okay, if you want, you can change that name. So by using what set name. So I've given the name as what Sandeep. See, observe here. So name of the thread after changing its name is what Sandeep. So this is got printed name of the thread after changing. How to print the name? Again, not t1 dot get name. So next one is a priority of a thread. T1 dot get priority. So by default, thread, all the thread will going to have the priority how much 5. So you'll get the output as what 5. If you want, you can change that one. How to change? Using set priority. So I'm giving a priority as what 1. You can give any value from 1 to 10. If you give what 1, and if you print in the next line, you'll get the output as what 1. Why these numbers are printed? Why? Because it just add what one more line here. Okay, t dot start. Okay, yeah. So we just add what one more line, t dot start. Because of t dot start, we got this number. So because of t dot start, it will going to call what run method. Because of run method, it's going to print what all the values starting from what 0 to 5. Uh, before print, after printing what each number, it will going to sleep for about 10 milliseconds. Okay, yeah. So first you copy this one. So write this editing methods of thread class. Write on this functions. Next this 3. After that you write on this code. Okay, so end of what for loop, end of what run, end of what th. So in a continuation of same program. So next you write what one more class, this one. This first you write t dot start, then you write this closing bracket followed by this one. Okay, this is the end of what your main. Before main you should write t dot start. So this is the end of what your class, one more class. So after that you just write on this output. So compilation we are running and we got this output. up to here. Okay. Okay, thank you.